Oh,
All right, guys, we are
yeah.
back. We're back live.
Oh, yeah.
What is up, guys? It's getting you back on the grind and improving your mind every single video or live stream that we do. Welcome back to the All Games live stream. We out here. We're back with a vengeance. Here with a little presentation for you guys. So today's topic is going to be how to stay healthy even when those around you are unhealthy. So let's just begin the topic by saying many people, you guys are unhealthy by association with people who are unhealthy. You are who you hang out with. That saying is very true. Although a lot of people like to deny that, it is actually very true. A lot of people are very unhealthy, and that's one of the reasons is because they surround themselves but with an unhealthy tribe. By the way, before we get more into it, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and like the video, smash that like button while you can, and also show some support to the channel. Feel free to comment in the live stream. We will respond to you. So, right, a lot of you guys, well, most people are unhealthy, whether it be mentally, physically, spiritually. They're just very unhealthy, which is a very unfortunate, because life has so much potential to be great. There's so much potential to evolve and be better than the rest, be the 1%. But many of you don't do it. Now, of course, there is accountability. Okay, you have to be accountable for your own actions, but we do understand that many of you are unhealthy because of your surroundings by others. So it's very interesting to talk about stuff like this because many people are not even aware of just unhealthy they actually are until they actually take a deep dive into their own mind and find out just how unhealthy they are. So what do you think about this topic, Mike?
Yeah, it because the thing is when you are trying someone that's trying to be healthy, right? And there are people that are around you that are not healthy because that's pretty much how you became unhealthy in the first place. You had friends who made you unhealthy. And when you want to become healthy, sometimes those people that are around you might hold you back in some sort of way and could prevent you from exceeding in the things that you want to be doing. And you can fall back into old habits because you're surrounded by people who are not doing the things that you want to be doing. And it's a big trap for a lot of people because when you have this sort of mindset that you're like, okay, I'm going to start doing the right things, I'm going to start eating right, I'm going to start going to the gym, I'm going to do specific things in some sort of routine or whatever I want to do, this is what I want to do. And then your friends hit you up and like, hey, let's go to TGI Fridays and get unlimited apps and let's just binge on eating a whole bunch of terrible foods. And then you're just like, oh yeah, I'm in. Oh shit, I'm in. Like that stuff will happen. That
Right.
people will do that, and like they don't mean to. Like a lot of the people that want to be healthy, they don't mean to do it. Like they don't mean to do it on purpose. It's more of like an accidental thing, but it eventually transforms into them not actually wanting to do or even going through the process of being healthy. They ended up just reverting back, and it kind of sucks that that stuff happens, but there are ways to fix it, and that's what we will go through in this presentation that we have for you guys. And do you want to start it up? You want to start up the
Absolutely.
presentation?
Absolutely.
Alrighty, let's get into this presentation and let's go. So
How to
how
stay healthy brought to you by
us us
yes, yes.
all gains mindset. So let's get into it. So there's a bunch of problems and some solutions. So let's start with the problems. So problems. One problem is that most people are just unhealthy. There's like
Right.
there as of 2021, I have a study in the description. There's probably a more updated one, and it's probably a lot worse than what I have here. But it says that 32.04% of adults, it was in, I'm pretty sure it's in the world, is obese right now. That is the percentage of people.
Right.
Very scary.
Like I say this all the time when we're talking on like podcasts or videos that literally if you go to your local shop, right, go to your local Whole Foods, go to your local grocery store, look around, you're going to see that most of them have the gut hanging over their dicks or whatever. Like literally the gut literally is hanging over. Now it's not to be mean, although some people might laugh at that. It's actually a serious problem. It's actually not good at all. And I'm not happy to say that. I'm actually very sad to say that because it's not, I mean, it is people's fault, but at the same time, the world and the way, well, especially America, the way we process a lot of the foods causes us to develop these guts. Like, it's become so normalized to have a gut, because when you walk around, you don't even think about it anymore because everyone has a gut. Well, not everyone, but like a really high percentage of the population, especially in America, have a gut. And that's because like a lot of people are consuming American processed foods, and it is unfortunately affecting them. And when you eat all these foods, it literally like poisons you, and it causes inflammation and so many other health problems that will land you straight into the hospital. Very unfortunate. And it's so many things, and it also affects your mental health too, because when you eat poorly and it affects your physical well-being, it also affects your mental well-being as well, because something's not right, something needs to change, and something's going on. But society also pushes through advertising, like Coca-Cola, McDonald's, like you see it on the TV all the time. All these companies are always advertising their products, and most of their products are causing problems to your health, and you keep consuming it because it feels good in the moment, even though you probably regret it a couple hours after you eat it. And you should not be eating all that sugar and processed foods, but you do it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And these like we've said it a lot of times when we talk about we when we did those few live streams like dealing with Coca-Cola and stuff like that. The marketing that these companies do
Right.
is insane. And not only is it do they do these big marketing campaigns, but the marketing campaigns are so good to the point where people are just clamoring to get the stuff, and not even people who even like it either. They clamor for it. The people that don't even that haven't even tried it yet and want to try it because of these advertisings. And then once they do, now they get addicted because a lot of these foods and a lot of these drinks have a lot of sugar, which is very addictive.
Right.
And then they continue to drink it, and then that is the real problem there. And so another problem that people actually deal with is their, which we actually talked about earlier in the intro to this, is that people are surrounded by unhealthy friends and family.
Right. So this is a big one because, it goes back the same thing that we were talking about with the food also goes by like your family. Like, let's say you live with your parents and your parents are very unhealthy. So when they go grocery shopping, they get all the pasta and the cereal and all the sugar and the Pop Tarts, and they get all these different,
And the margarine butter.
right, margarine butter. Stay away from that. We'll come out with the video soon on that. Um, your family's buying all these products, and the average American trying to save money because our economy is trash, absolute trash. That's a whole nother video, a whole nother topic. But because of that, you don't want to spend money on your own groceries, so you probably eat whatever is in the house. I'll eat, and then you end up eating garbage, which only affects you more. That is one of the reasons how who you live with and who you surround yourself will affect you if you do not have the accountability and take the action to not consume the bad foods that are in your own home. It also goes beyond the food. It goes beyond simple energy, right? If you're surrounded by people in your house or friends around you that are constantly negative, constantly down on down on themselves, they are not healthy physically or mentally or spiritually or psychologically. They're very, depending on who you hang out with, will affect you as well, because energy is very much a real thing. You consume a lot of the energy that is around you, and it will affect you in many different ways. You don't even know. Let's say you're hanging out with three people, and one's sad, one's mad, and one is sad, mad. What's another emotion?
Happy.
No, that's well, okay. That's fine. You have two friends. One's sad, one's mad, and you're just neutral. If you're with those two friends and they're sad and mad, you're not going to be like, "Hey guys," or you most likely not. You're going to absorb that energy, and it's going to be like, "Oh," it's going to put you down. But if you're hanging out with someone who's just had sex and they're extremely happy and they're in a really good mood, they just orgasm, so now they're really happy, they're calm, they're free. And then the second person just got a promotion at work. They feel good, they feel wanted, they feel like they're empowered, and they're conquering the universe. So those two people, chances are they're gonna be having a good conversation. You're gonna join in like, yeah, you come in and then you have a good conversation and things are gonna be good. So it's gonna be a lot different depending on who you hang out with. There's also people that are the complainers, the people who you surround yourself that complain a lot about anything ever. You'll end up just complaining with them if you're surrounding yourself with them. And right, so you complain about work, and then you complain about the opposite sex, and then you complain about that tenfold, and then you guys like, well, what do you want to do? Well, let's order some pizza, make myself feel better. And then you order Domino's comes in, you're all getting fat together, and you're all complaining about work and the opposite sex together, and then you have a whole depressing fest. It's not fun. And then you watch like Like, and then you watch Thor: Love and Thunder because you're just miserable and you want to watch a movie. Then and and then you're even worse because then you consume media where Thor's an idiot, and that's a whole nother discussion, I guess. But Mike, what do you think about that?
Yeah, you because and this also goes with family too, because your friends are big contributors to how you are pretty much handling the universe, right? Because you are, if you have
Right.
friends like we said earlier that that are very negative, and you try to be positive, there's a 90% chance that you might end up becoming negative, if especially if there are multiple friends that you are hanging out with that are all negative, and if you were the only one that's positive, you might get canceled out. And it's with now with family, we like we said earlier, they might buy, if you live with your parents or live with someone that is unhealthy, and they do the grocery shopping, they might buy certain things that are unhealthy, and it might influence you into, which pretty much it's like the only source of food that you could really eat in that in from them. So you have to deal with that, or you just go and get your own food. But if you are living with family who are unhealthy and you want to become healthy, it you might have you might have to deal with the struggles of dealing with your family saying, hey, like, why are you going to mess up our dinner plans? Why don't you want to eat our pasta? Why do you want to eat this burger, and not eat our big pasta meal that I have here for you? And sometimes you have to deal with infighting with family, because that they want to eat something that they really shouldn't be eating, and you want to eat something that you should be eating.
Right.
And you have to deal with the straining of family ties in that sense. And but there's going to be a lot of different solutions that we will get into. But a lot of the big problems is, like, you want to listen to your friends and your family. They're people that that you give advice to, and they give advice to you. You respect these people, and these people, if they are unhealthy, they don't want you to. Sometimes if they're really selfish, they won't want you to become healthy. They want you, if especially if they're very unhealthy, they want you to stay unhealthy with them, because it's pretty much like it's like a mechanism in the brain where, like, if you're suffering, you want everyone to suffer with you. And so that's what will happen, and it's a very sad thing. So
No,
here
you don't want to get
is
shaken up in that kind of stuff, guys.
Yeah. So here's another problem. So you yourself are not accountable for your own actions. You see that you're getting fat, and you're like, I should probably do something. And then you order pizza, and then you go eat pizza. Or you're like, oh, yeah, I need to stop eating McDonald's. And then you're in the drive through in like 20 minutes. Like,
Yeah, a lot of you guys do not take accountability for your actions, and but you're like you can live your daily life not ever knowing that you're sabotaging yourself. Many people live their entire days, their entire lives, literally just sabotaging their bodies, sabotaging their minds, sabotaging their hopes and dreams every single day. You don't even know you're doing it. Uh, you don't even. It's really comes down to like a self of a lack of awareness. It's just it doesn't happen. A lot of people don't even wake up throughout their entire lives. Like, it's like being a drone in today's society, which many people are, unfortunately. All you do all day is consume food. You consume dumb media, which just deteriorates your brain cells, and you're not creating any sort of discipline for yourself that you can like maybe create a routine, a healthy routine compared to the negative routine of you every day. Like there's a very, a basic routine somebody will have. They wake up, they eat a bagel, and or they put the sugar in their coffee. Bad idea. Then they go to work at a job they hate, working with people they don't care about, with no enthusiasm. They suffer until whether it be a 9 to 5:30, a 2 to 10, or midnight shift or whatever it be. Come home, you look for more pleasure. Well, maybe you had pizza at work because they had a pizza party, right? Because that's all people ever do to try to motivate you to work. Because they get pizza, try to motivate you. Stupid. They should be motivating you with pasture raised eggs and grass fed, grass finished beef. Maybe like meatloaf, like a keto meatloaf. I would love if a job brought in keto meatloaf for everyone.
that'd be
That would be
nice.
a positive.
That would be cool.
Yes, that would be nice.
I
With
would actually
bacon.
probably eat that. I would probably
Would
try it
Yeah,
at
well,
work.
just like bring in bacon for everyone. Like, who doesn't like bacon? So
I
instead of
love
pizza
bacon.
parties, let's have bacon parties for office spaces from now on. You'll see the
No
obesity
sugar
level.
bacon.
Yeah, no sugar bacon if possible. So what was I saying? I got now I'm hungry. So
Is because the people are not accountable. So
right,
yeah, and like sometimes people, like we said before, sometimes they try to blame other people. They try to blame society for the things that they're doing, but it's really their actions. It's what they are doing that is making this happen. Society, yes, might be influencing you to eat terrible foods,
right.
but it's up to you to eat that. It's up to you to go into the McDonald's drive-through and order a Big Mac with some fries and a milkshake.
Yeah, when you watch TV and you see a McDonald's commercial, is it McDonald's that forcibly removes you from the couch into your car, starts your car, brings you all the way to the drive-thru, orders you a Big Mac and a fry and a Coke? Or did you do that? I don't think that was the ad that did that. You chose to follow the blindness, the blind eye. You chose to follow McDonald's and their brilliant advertising, and now you're eating McDonald's, and then you feel horrible after, and you're like, "Damn, I can't believe I just did that." And then the cycle continues the next day because every time someone says, "I'm gonna start tomorrow," then tomorrow comes, and it's like, I guess I'll just
I'm
start
gonna
the
start
next,
tomorrow.
and the next day, and the next day. And also, a lot of you guys just have lack of discipline. So even if you are hanging around people that are bringing you down, you're still gonna hang out with them because you don't think you could find anybody else that would ever share your passions or goals or relate to you. So you get lazy on that, and then you continue hanging with the same people that keep bringing you down and never allow you to evolve and spread your wings. And then you blame society. So everybody is always blaming this and that, him or her or that thing that I saw. I don't know what happened, but they never say, damn, maybe that was me. Maybe there's something I could have done that would be better and that could have helped me in a positive light. But no, it's everyone else's fault except your own. The reason I'm not making the kind of money I want, or the reason I'm not where I want to be is because of them. No, the reality is because of you, and you can choose to take actions and surround yourself with a better and more healthier environment that's going to support you and your mind. But many people do not have the courage to actually separate from their current bad environment and to go into something more healthier. Most people will not do that. They'll stay where they are and they will suffer until they die. We do not want that for you. That's why we're making this live stream
Exactly. And so another problem is that people don't eat healthy or exercise.
at all, ever.
Yeah, and sometimes it could be because that they're just uneducated on what is healthy and what is not
Yeah, let's talk
healthy.
about the uneducation of you guys not knowing what you're eating. You guys have been fed a lie called the food pyramid. That whole thing's a lie. The main thing literally tells you to eat grains. Wrong, because most of the grains that are processed in the United States have been compromised by the matrix. That's what I'm calling it for the sake of this video. I don't care what anyone says. It's been basically targeted by society to make you fat. All the cereals and all these grains and the breads and the pastas, so many of them, especially if they're not organic, they're made in such a way that literally makes you fat, that messes up your internal or internalness, the
Your
the bladder and all that. I'm not
microgut
getting into the science of it right now, but literally the foods that are the way they're processed and you don't even know about it and you're consuming it every day. You don't realize how much damage these foods are causing you, especially like long term. Because a lot of you guys will you'll be consuming the same foods that are killing you every single day, and you'll think that it's a good guy. Like it's like supporting the bad guy when you don't even know he's the bad guy. You're supporting corporations that don't care about you. You're supporting foods and processing plants that literally are killing you, but it feels good in the moment, so I'm going to keep doing it anyway. You do not educate. Most people don't educate themselves on what healthy food really is, like the grass-fed, grass-finished meats that we talk about, getting proper animal foods that are from animals that are actually been raised right.
Yeah,
And
animal
there's so
welfare
much,
safe
yeah, there's so much research
certifications.
on that's been done. You can get the right kind of foods from the right kind of sources. We don't recommend you guys support companies that don't support animals in the right way. Like we need to eat animals, but let's have the animals be treated the right way before they're killed.
Yeah,
Let's have the animals have a good life, a healthy life, and then we eat them. But a lot of you guys are very uneducated on how food actually works, how things are made. You just, whatever's cheaper, and then you eat it, and then the gut starts, and then you contribute to the same statistics we were alluding to earlier. Then, any other thoughts on the
with uneducated,
uneducated
let's talk
point?
about uneducation with fitness too, because sometimes people don't really know how they what they should be doing
What's a
dealing with
push up?
exercise.
What's a
They don't
sit up?
know if they should be only doing cardio. They don't know if
Right.
they should be powerlifting. They don't even know what kind of exercises will help whatever muscles that they need. And sometimes people will go to the gym and just run on the treadmill for
Right.
like 30 minutes and then go home when that really won't do much for you. You have there is so many other things that that can help, especially if you want to build muscle and you want to or even maintain muscle mass. You want to make sure that you understand what specific things that you need for your body. And if you don't know, you need to become educated on those specific things. Let's also talk about how, I mean, we talked about it a lot earlier, but these people are addicted to sugar.
Right.
Everybody, and not only are they addicted to sugar, they're lazy.
You're lazy.
People don't want to go to the gym. People will be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym, or I'm gonna go for a run one day." I'll go to the gym on Tuesday. It's supposed to be really nice, and then Tuesday comes, it's really nice, but they're sitting at home, and they're not doing anything. And sometimes they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to the store and grab some, grass fed beef. I want to be healthy," but they don't go to the store. They stay home. They are just too lazy to get up off the couch. They are watching their favorite show on TV, and they're doing these terrible things to themselves.
Why do you guys give up before you even begin?
Yeah, exactly. Because the laziness also reverts to, you know, things being easy. So if something is easy, that's what they will do. If they don't want to change how they're living because that it's easy just to just keep doing the same things that they're doing, then that's what they will do.
Right.
They will continue to stay that way. And sometimes they'll hopefully what earlier hopefully they aware of the situations, they do something about it. But most of the time they don't, because that laziness sticks with them. It just stays there. And people that are addicted to sugar, even if they want to be healthy, even if they want to do something that's healthy, they try to find these healthier products to start eating. But what they don't know is that within some of those products, there's actually hidden sugars. There are, certain artificial sweeteners, all these different things that are negatively affecting you, and you don't even realize it yet. And you're thinking that you're actually being healthy, that you're trying to do things that are healthy, and you really like these foods. Well, the reason why you like them is because that they have those sugars in them that make you believe that you're doing the right thing, but instead you're just still feeding into the sugar matrix, is what I want to call it.
Right. Yeah, you guys are, sugar really does make you guys lazy. You don't even realize it. It really, So what do you do when those what about people around you who are eating like sugar and all that? And they, you literally you have to do things yourself. Think of like the Thanos quote from like Age of Ultron, right? I know the nerd's coming out. I don't care. He said, "Fine, I'll do it myself." Literally, we can't edit that in there because it's live, but you guys get it. But you need to literally take this stuff into your own hands because no one's gonna come help you be healthier unless it's you. No matter what, who or where or what people are eating around you, doesn't matter. You need to just say, you know what, I don't want any of that. I need to make food for myself. Learn how to cook. Don't care. Find a cookbook. Research online how to make food, how to cook rice, something. Find a way and do it. Just do it. So you have to try to take things in your own hands. Same thing with like your surroundings. You need to go to where people are like-minded like you and want to improve. You have to go to the places that people will share your opinion and will help you become a little bit better. You need to go to the sources of information that's going to help you evolve. Stay away from the things that are going to keep you weak because that's not cool.
Yeah, exactly. And so now we will start with some solutions. And so one of our solutions is to start a journey of self-discovery. But where will you begin on that journey?
Now everyone
That is the hardest part, because sometimes it could be overwhelming.
it's because we on this channel try to help people do a general analysis, but also you guys need to take the information we say and you need to focus on an individual basis on the information, how the information we put out can help you improve specifically. Everyone has different things, different solutions that work for them, different body types, different foods they need to eat to be healthy, different things they like to do that will make them better. Some people like MMA, some people like jujitsu, some people karate, some people Muay Thai. I don't know how I say that. Whatever, whatever. Everyone has their own solutions on how they can become healthier. But the only way you're going to know is if you start right now, because chances are, statistically, many of you are living very unhealthy lives, and the people you surround yourself with are also unhealthy because you are who you surround yourself with. You're going to have to take matters into your own hands. You're going to have to start your own journey because everything starts like even Mike and I, we are on a journey right now. We are still always researching new things, current events, trying to find out what's going on in the world so we can put good information out there. We're paying attention to new studies that come out on nutrition and different things regarding fit, nutrition, healthness, well-being, all that. So we're students of life. We're still working on it. Just because we're live on YouTube does not make us qualified to be masters of anything. We're students of the game of life, and we're still learning every single day. That's what makes us in our way special, because at least we are putting a lot of effort and emphasis in becoming better and knowing more things, because you can never know enough. There's always more to know. You don't know anything. That's one of the main lessons people need to learn. Many of you still don't know nothing, but you have to get on that journey to know more and more and more every day, because there's so much information in the world. We can only get a little bit at a time, but you have to discover, you have to go on your own journey and find what would work for you, what situations would make you better in certain dynamics. Like, let's say you want to learn boxing. I don't want to learn boxing right now, although I've had some boxing experiences. I'm not going to go to the boxing gym right now, or let's say MMA, or what's this, fencing, right? Let's say you want to fence and you want to become good at it. Well, you need to go to a fencing class and learn how to do that yourself, because no one's gonna, hey, I'll go with you. Most likely you don't have friends like that, because most people don't have friends, but that's a whole nother video. But a lot of you have to start on your own journey. Well, first of all, by taking action, but also coming up with a plan on how you're going to execute said journey. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, and you also got to find the things that will work for you. You have like what I've said a lot of times on this channel before is that again, everyone is different. Everyone has different body types. Everyone has different things that work for them to build muscle. Every single person will have something different, but there are similarities with certain people, and that's where you build community. And so, if for example, I know Andrew and I have different body types, so how we build muscle, how I build muscle is completely different from him. But we work out together to mostly just maintain muscle mass, because that's what when we maintain, that's pretty much where where we can be similar. But like if he wanted to build muscle and had a specific fitness regimen that would work with him, sometimes that workout regimen would not work for me because it's not for my body type. And sometimes people will get discouraged by that, but you need to do your own research to find what your right body type is, what will work for you to build muscle mass if that's what you want to do. If you want to burn body fat, you need to figure out how you would be able to do that dealing with nutrition
Right.
and fitness. But mostly nutrition is 80% nutrition. um, but everyone is different, and what you need to do is you need to experiment and to see what works for you and what doesn't. A lot of people will be like, oh yes, this will work for this will definitely work for you because keto works for me and works for these people, or veganism, works for all these different people. Even though no, I won't get into that. But these people will say these things where, oh yeah, this will definitely work for you, but they won't explain why. They'll just be like, oh yeah, this works for you. No, you have to find out on your own. You need to see, you need to take their advice, be like, okay, this is what this does, this is what the ketogenic diet, how this works, this is how veganism works, this is how all these things work. You take that in and like, okay, let me test this out, let me see what actually happens with me, let me see if I lose body fat, let's see if I gain muscle mass by doing these workouts. And if you don't get the results that you're looking for, it doesn't work. So now you have to go and figure it out on your own, and you have to look for a new solution, and you need to just keep going until you find the right one. I was lucky enough to find one that made me burn body fat really quick in ketogenic. It was a more of a keto carnivore diet, and I lost a good amount of weight, and it's great. But the problem sometimes with keto is that you can't build muscle mass. You can really only just maintain, and so you have to find different ways to, if you want to build muscle mass, to do that. So you might have to maneuver the your nutrition around to get to build muscle mass. But
Right.
let's continue on. And another solution is, and we say this so many times, is to eliminate anything that's toxic in your life. That includes food, that includes any types of drinks, and people. Now food, we've gone into food a lot. So food, anything that's processed, fast foods, pretty much any types of snacks or anything like that. A lot of those things are just terrible for you. They're not going to help you in any way. You have to do the research, and you can just go into a store and just pick up a thing and look at the ingredient labels, and you can see the wall of text, put it right back. You can go to the drink aisle, and you see, oh look, there's a soda. I probably shouldn't have that. Oh, here's a soda, and it says it's supposed to be healthy. Let me go and read the ingredient labels. It has a whole big list of stuff that you can't understand. I'm probably not gonna go for that. And it also goes with alcohol too. People love to drink for some reason, and so a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll buy beer, and beer is like one of the worst ones to be drinking.
Yeah, stop doing that, guys.
It's terrible. And then people are like, oh, I'm too tired. I need something to keep me energized. Oh, let me get this Red Bull. Let me get this Monster Energy. No, stop. These are full of sugar. They're going to drain your body of energy after a while. And if you need energy and you need it from specifically a beverage, you can always just have coffee. I know Andrew would love that stuff. But again, no sugar, please. Don't put any sugars or any terrible creamers or anything like that. Not good. And now people, we said it before, how people that in your life could, pretty much infect your mind to make you believe that you need to stay unhealthy, or they might be how they think they're helping you by doing these specific things, but it's just making you be unhealthy in a sense. You need to just get rid of those people. You don't need just stop. Don't have contact with them. Just remove them from your life, because if they are unhealthy and they want you to be unhealthy, then they are toxic to you, and you need to just not either don't listen to anything they say, and just do your own thing, or if you have to just cut them off. Just don't talk to them. Don't interact with them at all. Just do your thing, because what's more important is doing the things that you want to do, not only, but the things that will help you be better. And if they can't help you be better, then you can't have them.
Right, a lot of you guys don't even realize that people you have in your life right now and are literally just destroying you, like low key. You guys don't realize that the environment you surround yourself with, the people you surround yourself with, and the food and the drinks you guys are everything. Your whole environment will bring you down with you not even realizing. That's why if you need to try to identify, okay, what is helping me and what is destroying me, literally destroying my brain cells, because there are so many things that will cause you a lot of stress and you don't even realize it. You need to identify those and be aware of what's around you that might be sabotaging you. Get rid of that stuff and then try to find substitutions and replacements of new things that will make you stronger. That way you don't have to fall into the average statistic of the average American. You don't want to be like the average American, trust me. The average American is not well at the moment.
No.
You need to literally be above. A lot of you guys tolerate disrespect from those around you. You tolerate disrespect, most importantly, from yourself. Very important to understand. The worst thing you can do is disrespect yourself. That's why we always tell you to stop self-deprecating and stop being so harsh on yourself. If anything, I mean, you should be critical of yourself, but you should always be amping yourself up. Like, oh, I couldn't do the 98th push-up, but I'm going to try anyway. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to get that done no matter what. I'm going to try. I have to try. There's no excuse for me not to try. So I'm going to try, and I'm going to prevail no matter what the cost. I'm going to do it.
Yeah, and also people, like what you said earlier, people don't respect themselves, right? But and I kind of said it a little earlier as well, but like, sometimes your friends, your family, other people, they might not respect your goal, and you because they might be envious. They might be jealous, they might be envious that you're starting to lose weight, you're starting to look a little bit better, but they're not. And so sometimes they might be envious, and they might want you to, they might want to prevent you from actually achieving your goal, because they're pretty much really upset, and they're, again, they don't like the way that they look, and they want everyone else to be in the same boat. But instead, what they should be doing is they should be learning from you, or they shouldn't be envious, but they should be inspired by you, and they should follow in your footsteps to be better.
Right.
But they don't, and that's because the world that we live in is so negative, and people just want to have everyone down.
You have to be that positive light no matter what. And you have to be the ultimate person at all times. At least try.
Yeah. And so another solution is to create and develop some sort of healthy routine. This goes with a nutrition plan. This goes with fitness. Building discipline. Building discipline you can do from doing some sort of other activities like combat sports is a good one. Like a martial art example is a good example because you need to build discipline within that martial art. They will build it for you. They will help you build your own discipline and stuff like that, and self control and all these other different types of things. They will help you build that because that is part of their is pretty much part of what they do. And so you need to not only go into figuring out what you want to be doing, right? So you want to burn body fat. You want to either do a martial art, you want to go to the gym, you want to do all these different things.
Right.
But now you need to know how to do it. You need to know what works best. You need to know how many times you need to go, what foods you need to be eating. You need to know what kind of meals that you should be eating in a day. You need to know all these different types of things and you need to not only do it once, but you need to do it every day. And you have to keep doing it every single day. And that's the difference between discipline and motivation. You might be motivated to lose weight, but if you're not disciplined, and you learn this through martial arts or like through actually positive upbringing, you won't stay on it long term. Motivation is a very short term thing. You can only be motivated for so long, and it's only with discipline that lets you keep going and lets you keep doing the same things because that is what you're supposed to be doing. That's what discipline is.
Right, you guys want to actually, you need to get out of any negative routine you're in. Once again, it goes back to identifying what am I doing right now that is sabotaging me and eliminate those toxic traits that you have immediately. Eliminate those completely and get on a new path, start a new journey. You can do that by building a plan. You can start a healthy routine that will make you stronger. And, you guys will realize that once you start having healthier habits, your mindset is going to become healthier as a result of the habits that you have, and it's going to allow you to have a healthier life, and you're going to navigate your day, your daily life every single day a lot easier since you're on the path of self-improvement. You're on the path of becoming better. If you eat the right foods, surround yourself with the right people, surround yourself with the right environment as well, and you're sticking and being disciplined to the plan that you have created for yourself, that's going to allow you to better navigate the world in a more positive, healthy way. And you're going to see massive improvements, not only in your mental health by following to your new updated routine, your physical well-being and your energy as a result, your positive energy that you're sending out is going to be a lot more powerful, and you're going to send out good vibes to the world instead. And not only that, you're going to affect the people around you in a more positive way because you're being your best self at all times. So the people you surround yourself with, hopefully newer, more positive people, they're going to feel a radiation of your vibes, and they're going to end up reciprocating the energy that you share due to your healthy habits, and it's going to improve your entire environment just by you being that beacon of light and helping everyone around you.
Exactly. And so let's try to create let's try to create a routine for somebody. So let's just not put let's just eliminate work. So let's just pretend work doesn't exist for a second, even though work is pretty much the majority of people's lives nowadays. But let's try to just be general here. So I'm gonna eliminate work. So you wake up. Let's say you wake up. Okay, wake up 6 o'clock, 6 in the morning. You wake up, make your bed, and you go to the gym. You do an hour and a half long workout, let's say. And for I want to keep this as general as possible because you yourself needs to fill in these blanks of you guys need to fill in the blanks of what specifically works for you. And so you go to the gym and you do like an hour and a half long workout. You get home, it's close to 8 o'clock now, and you hop in the shower. You go and let's say you make the first meal of your day. Let's say this is gonna be your first meal. Now, depending on what you want to do, if you want to intermittent fast and you want to give yourself an 8 hour window, you pretty much have from 8 until 4 to eat. So you, if you're going to start at 8, your last meal needs to be before 4 o'clock, so on and so forth. And so if you want to start and eat, after 8 o'clock, let's say you do that. Let's say you make your first meal. Let's say you make eggs with some bacon. Let's just leave it simple. Maybe eggs, bacon, and avocado. Okay, so that's your first meal, and then after that, it's probably what, almost 10 o'clock now. So now you go and you do some sort of activity, maybe in your home. Maybe you're keeping yourself active. You don't want to sit down and look at either your phone, scroll on your phone. You don't want to be on the TV. Do some sort of activity. Maybe do some chores. Maybe you go and you clean those dishes that you just dirtied. Maybe you go do that. Maybe you go do some laundry. Maybe you go out for a brisk walk in the nice, because such a nice day out, and it's only really early in the morning. Then you come home and you go and eat something else. Maybe you have a burger with no bun and maybe some broccoli, right? And that should be enough calories for your entire day. Let's say you had that around like 12:30, 1 o'clock. So now you're good for the rest of the day. You don't eat anymore. You have enough calories. You have the all your macros are in, and you're pretty much set to go. And now for the rest of the day, you are doing you go to martial arts. You do some sort of martial art, whether it be like Muay Thai, whether it be Taekwondo, Jiu-Jitsu, something like that, and whatever it is, you can fill in the blank. But then you go and do that. Maybe you go and take a few classes. You go there, you do some sparring. You're there for a few hours, come home, and then you do some other types of chores, and then you go to bed. Try to go to bed at least a little early. Maybe depends on what you do, I guess. But at least try to get 8 hours of sleep. So if you want to go to bed at 10, wake up at 6, then there's 8 hours right there. But that's pretty much one day. Again, of course, without work, that you can have, and you can do a routine that's similar like that over and just keep doing it. Maybe changing up, because classes or won't be every single day, right? For whatever martial arts that you're doing, so you have to you know interject with other things that are beneficial to you specifically, and not that don't hurt you. And also changing up the things that you eat. Sometimes you want to maybe sometimes you don't want to have eggs in the morning. Maybe you want to have something else that's healthier.
Pork roll.
I guess. Just try to anything that's supposed to be healthy for you. Maybe you want to have a salad for dinner instead of, or like your second meal or whatever, instead of having a burger. Whatever, it doesn't matter. As long as you're eating healthy, you're eating the things that you're supposed to be eating that are supposed to help you. Do it, and
Right.
as long as you have some sort of uh lock on the things that you want to do and that you want to create for your routine, then there's no reason that you don't have the right to make some small changes that you want to try and experiment. Because of course, like I said earlier, you want to experiment. You want to see what works and what does not work, what might help, what does not help, and you go from there.
Yeah, absolutely well said.
Yeah, and with that said,
Yeah, so this is the place you guys want to be at the end. This picture, I think, kind of summarizes it because two guys who I may not mention the name of, they're in a good spot, they're in a good state of mind, they're healthy, they're fit, and they're ready to take on the world. They're literally staring at the world that can be so beautiful if you allow it to be, and they're waiting. Well, not waiting. They are planning to execute their next moves, ready to see what the world challenges them with next and what they're going to do. This is the state you want to be in because this one photo demonstrates that you're with someone who shares the same energy and shares the same goals and the same path. You and your tribe can mutually benefit by sharing ideas and planning what you're going to do next. You're staring at the world, contemplating how you're going to conquer it in your own way, in your own individualized plan, and then you execute the plan, and then it goes, it is what it is. The world will challenge you, but you must break through. So that is the way you must be. That is how you stay healthy when everyone around, even though no matter what, whoever you surround yourself with, even if they're unhealthy, you must overcome the unhealthy vibes and you must become the ultimate source of healthiness. And it's up to you to make that happen. Only you can make that choice, no matter what the cost. You must
Yeah,
be
it's all based upon your actions. If you let other people, control your life, then that's on you. You're not doing anything about it. But if you can control the things that you do and you are aware of your surroundings, you are accountable for the actions that you make, then you can make a better life for yourself. You can do the things that you want to do.
absolutely. So, if you guys have any comments, definitely let us know in the comment section below. Let us know what you guys think about it. Oh, yeah, you see the cameras already?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Guys, hit the like button on the video. Smash that like button. Help us out. Give some support. And make sure you subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Hit that subscribe button. And donate to the Cash App. Link in the description below if you want to support our work. Funds go towards the channel. And we're going to see you guys in the next video or live stream.